This is a video about how to clean your duratrax evader's transmission. This could work for the any evaders like the BX, EXB, EST, EXT2, and then evader brushless, ST Pro, BX Pro. So yeah, what you're gonna need is white lithium grease to grease the whole transmission. And I don't have any diff fluid, so the diff fluid's just for your inside your differential, because these are what do you call it, sealed differential. So okay, let's get this started. Well, before I get ahead of myself, you use screwdrivers on this transmission back here, which I don't care, but and then you use Allen's for this one. Okay, now let's get started. With an EXT, you use this side. With an ST, since it's bigger, you have to use this bigger side. Okay, and now the balls are on. Now with balls EXT, and then evader brushes. So you have to just get a screwdriver, get that top one. Then, I don't know, you can see it, that bottom one right there. Okay, now you got the gear cover off. Now you have to get this off using one of your 4-way wrenches. It's not this one. It's this one, but with the evader brushes, you have to use this longer one. After that, you need to plug these 3 wires, take these 2 screws off, and then that one takes the screwdriver. With this one, it takes an Allen, and then take these 2 wires off. Now after that, now you flip it upside down. You take these 2 screws with the screwdriver, then these 2 with the screwdriver. Same thing with that one, which is kind of odd. And then when you flip it off top, you take these 2 screws off. After you take those 4 screws off, but since I have dog bones, I could just slide this off. Basically the same thing with this one. Okay, with the evader brushes, you have to take off all these screws, and also take off these 2 screws. If your opinion's a little too big, I think mine is. Yeah, it might be a little too big. All you have to do is take off that grub screw. This one, but these ones are Allen's. Now this one I don't have to take a pinion gear off. I need to do is take up those 2 screws. Okay, here's the inside of evader brushes gearing. I actually have the roster on the wrong side. I thought this was the right side, but nope. And hold up, guys. Here's the inside of the evader ST Pro. 2 plastics and 1 aluminum. This one I could just grease it up right now. With this one I have to clean it up because it's filled with moly lithium. So I'll get back to you guys after I clean them, and then re-grease them. To clean these teeth out, just kind of use 2 Q-tips or a small screwdriver, anything you have that can fit in between those 2 teeth. What it's supposed to look like, I might have overfilled it a little bit. And this is not what it's supposed to look like. I got the wrong grease. Or grease these up. Now both of them are greased up. Now all you need to do is put that case on and use 3 long ones and then 1 short one. The short one doesn't need a lock washer. Now it's basically the same thing for this one, but this time you have to use Allen screws. Okay, now you got that in. Now you need to take your slipper cut assembly. I'll show you. Okay, you take this plate, slide it in position. Okay, if it's in, you have to move this around and see if that's moving. Now you take your spur gear and put it on here. Okay, what you need is a washer, a spacer, a washer, a spring, a washer, and a nut to screw that down. To make things easy, you have to put a dog bone in it. Once you put that dog bone, then you can tighten this all the way. Then loosen it 1 turn, then a half. Okay, I did not use the dog bone, but I just kind of used my hands, which kind of hurts. Now, with my slipper clutch assembly, it's way different. What you do is you take these plates, you slide it in. I'll get back to you guys. Okay, what you do is you take that plate in, you make sure that spur gear has pads on each side that looks like that. Take the plate on, put a spring, put a washer, and then put a nut. And make sure you tighten that. 1 1/2 turn or one full turn. Don't do half turns with duratrax evader transmission. Okay, now what you do is take your motor, slide into the piston, um, one on top, one on bottom, and make sure you have the proper spacing, or else this will not will strip your spur gear or they will grind. Okay, now you got, well, actually I got that one done. Now same thing for the, okay, after that, now you need to put the gear cover in with 2 screws. Okay, now you got your gear cover in. What you gotta do is slide it in and make sure you have dog bones in it. And it's held with 2 screws on top, and then get these 3 cables in. Same thing for this one, but this time you have to use Allen screws. Okay, now we got the 2 screws in. Now you have to put in these 2 screws and also put the cover on with 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top, and put your wires in and put your tires in. Same on the other car, I say. And that's how you clean and maintenance and re-grease a 2-wheel drive evader transmission.